Dwayne here, PhoenixTypewriter.com. Got a Smith Corona here that's got a serious type alignment problem. Letters are up and down, and it looks like somebody has loosened these screws on the guide, and that's caused this to be out of factory adjustment. And we're going to try to remedy that. So let's start with a new paper, because that one is full of test stuff. So let's get a new sheet in here and move the camera up a little bit there, and stick in the Corona-matic ribbon that this model has, and let's take a look. So to start with, we want to try to get the lowercase p and q lined up back to back. So right there, we want that and that to line up, and it's a far cry from that right now. So we're going to start with loosening the segment here, of course, or the type guide. Okay, well, at least the screws are pretty tight. Oh, it's got marks. You can see the marks on the screw. So sure enough, and that screw's got a mark on it. Okay, so now with those loose, you'll see that this plate just shifts around. It just moves around. See how much movement that is? That is not right. And there is no, I don't know. Oh, look at how up and down it goes. So it's got a lot of movement. We got to find the exact spot and then tighten it down. So I'm just going to rough it and try to put it like right in the middle here, right there. The middle of up and down and the middle of side to side, and I'm just going to snug these a little bit. Because what I want to do is try to move this after it's snug a little bit and see what happens. And maybe I get it right the first time there. Let's try it. See what happens here. And PQ. No, still way out of whack. So my little trick, there's different ways you can do this. You can lift under here and move up, and lift on that side and move up. I'm going to try the tapping method, which is I'm going to tap down on this and see if it moves a little bit. It did. So let's see if what happens to the PQ. I see it got a little better. Okay, well, that's a clue to continue to do it that way. So let's see if it goes a little further. It did. Okay, I have high hopes. Look at that. I can't believe I got it that fast. No, it's too far. The Q was below the P before, and now it's, I don't know, it's pretty close either way. Let's try some other letters. MW. Oh, those look pretty good. Pretty close. Closer than it was. AO does not look good. A is up. So I think I went too far. So I'm going to tap this other side right here and see if I can fine tune it just a little bit here. See what the AO does. It's a little better. Let's try the QP. So yeah, I think it's going to try to go a little more. Tap down on this side. Just a little bit. See, now the Q's back down. Let's check the AO. The AO is pretty close. And WM, pretty close. Let's try capital. Capital W, capital M. Good. PQ again. QP. Pretty close. Definitely a lot better than it was right there. I think I'm going to tighten this down a little and make sure it doesn't slip. I'm just going to snug these up just a little bit. Make sure it doesn't move. So I don't think that's perfect, but I don't think I've ever got one perfect after the alignment. That's a little better. The Q's now lower. Let's try the AO, which always, that's just not bad overall. What happens is too, just for reference sake, if you're trying to do this side, you know, one side will be higher. All these bars on this side, let's say, would be higher, and this side would be lower. So if you just use the letters that are far apart from each other, that's the best contrast to get it even. And I think pretty much, I think I'm gonna call this good. That's not bad for me. Let's try H. That's not bad. We're gonna stick with that. So that is the process of sorts. There's different ways to manipulate this this guide bracket, but that was the way I do it, the little tap method. Where's my good screwdriver at? I'm looking, there we go. So now I'm gonna crank these down tight, because I don't want this to shift. I'd like to have nobody ever loosen these. So that is probably a mistake Smith Corona made, is putting these screws right here accessible, and it looks like you should take these apart to service the machine, but that's not true. They should never be loosened. But they're right here in front. That's the first thing people loosen. They say, I'm gonna fix this, and they get in there and they loosen those screws. The older versions only have 2 screws, same process. The more current models have 4 screws. Same process. I do think it's a mistake by Smith Corona. Nobody else has this type of guide that shifts like that, except these portable Smith Coronas. So that is the procedure, and it's trial and error a lot. I'm pretty sure probably at the factory they had a guide, or a jig or something that aligned that perfectly, but they should have done something with these screws. They should have made them not accessible or something. Okay, well, Phoenix Typewriter, that's my video for today on that type of alignment for Smith Coronas. Almost all portable Smith Coronas, even the Skywriters and Corsairs, have the same issue. Same problem can happen with those. All right, Phoenix Typewriter, good day.